Thanks everyone for registering and joining our webinar today. My name is Eric Silverstein. I am a partner success manager here at TruNorth Dynamics. We partner together with MSPs like Alliance to help bring business solutions to customers either currently using or looking to use Microsoft Dynamics and Power Platform solutions. Today's webinar is all going to be about Microsoft Dynamics, how it can support transitioning to a smart and connected IT operations for manufacturers. We'll go into who we are, what our process and approach is, how we partner together with companies like Alliance, and what these solutions can offer to support you, your business goals, and achieving scalable growth and sustained success. So as we go into it, I'll kick things over to Kevin as we go into some introductions.
Good morning, Eric. Appreciate your time today. Kevin Baylor, CTO and Managing Partner, Alliance IT. We're an MSP based here in Sarasota, Florida. We're working with small to mid-market clients. Traditionally, we're a full service managed services provider and become that outsourced IT for many clients. We also work with clients that have in-house IT and co-manage with them. And as we work towards their technology roadmap, really trying to find where technology and business aligns for each of those clients. A lot of times ERP, CRM, MRP is a unknown, or it may be a little bit of a patchwork quilt. So we appreciate our partnership, TruNorth, and being able to get a solid solution out there for our clients, covering that piece of their technology roadmap.
Yeah, thank you for that, Kevin. And I'm sure as many of you are signed up and attending today, maybe you're curious, who is TruNorth Dynamics? What do we offer? What do we do? We are a company of business application experts, and we help solve business problems through Microsoft Dynamics and Power Platform solutions. We're a nationwide team of about 40 plus employees. We've been in business for over 20 years, supporting our customers and providing technology solutions to the market. And primarily, we are Microsoft Dynamics and Power Platform consultants. So we build, implement, and support those business application solutions. And we do it a variety of ways. Many of our customers may be migrating from legacy and on-premise solutions, looking to move to the cloud. Maybe it's people looking to replace a cloud-based system that they've outgrown or feel is no longer supporting them. Or maybe it's somebody that is a new business and they're looking to implement these solutions for the first time, go from spreadsheets and pen and paper to a more automated, digitized solution. And we really pride ourselves on flexibility. We want to provide the solutions that our customers need for their business and do it in a way where we can meet you where you are, solving your problems through a variety of different products, whether they be fixed fee implementation or support packages, or a fully custom implementation where we go through a full roadmap supporting your business and those goals. What makes us successful, what sort of sets us apart from any other Dynamics partner or any other consultant, I would say is our approach. We respect and understand that all businesses are unique, that your operations are unique to your business, your outcomes, your goals. And so we offer solutions to fit those goals, fit your budgets, provide the right sort of timeline and approach that's going to make you successful. We try and provide very clear project deliverables every step of the way, aligning your goals and requirements with our team and having that consistent process. And then our expertise and experience can really set us apart. We do have on our team a Microsoft MVP, application experts, certified solution architects, bringing over 20 years experience from the industry. So not only do we have a consistent process and a unique approach, but we have expertise in-house to really support and provide guidance in these ERP and CRM solutions, which brings us into our sort of next topic today. What is Dynamics 365? What are these solutions? Maybe you're familiar with the Dynamics ecosystem. We'll dive into it, but it's really all-in-one business platform that can combine both CRM and ERP solutions. So you can manage all business functions in one interconnected platform. So all your business processes from sales, customer relationships, into your operations, your finance, and even data analytics and reporting. And this all integrates seamlessly with the Microsoft ecosystem. So if you're already using Microsoft Office 365, if you're using things like SharePoint, Microsoft Azure, these solutions are built on top of that to create a single connected system of business applications. And what that looks like is everything that I'm sharing on my screen in front of you now. And so when we talk about ERP, that's going to be Business Central, one of the best and most connected ERP systems. And then everything from a CRM application can be built and maintained in these business applications through things like customer engagement. Then there's the Power Platform, where we can create Power BI reporting dashboards. We can work together using Power Automate flows and custom Power applications to provide low and no code solutions to your business. And so this provides a cloud-based and scalable solution. Everything is integrated within the Microsoft ecosystem. It's very familiar to you and your team and built around existing products and solutions. And then there are specific tailored solutions to your business through those business applications, which we'll dive into in a little bit. But really, the name of the game here is how can we do things that are more interconnected? How can we be more scalable? How can we grow our technology as our business grows? Dynamics 365 combines all of that into a single solution that allows you to work smarter, work in a more systematic way, and reduce any of the pain points that you may be experiencing from manual processes, siloed systems, and the technology that you have today, connecting things to the next level. And so we're going to dive into these in a bit more detail, starting with Dynamics 365 Business Central. Now, Business Central is one of the best ERP systems on the market today. And because it's built on top of Microsoft, it's helping small and medium businesses overcome challenges by offering a more connected business management solution that allows you to adapt faster, work smarter, and perform better by combining all of these various operational goals and objectives into one single solution. And so something that we hear from our clients all the time is wanting to do more with less, wanting to be more agile, more adaptable without having to buy many, many different solutions and having to implement many, many different programs across their business. A tool like Business Central that can combine all of your project management, all of your operations, your supply chain, your sales and invoicing, how you do services, how you track and report your financials, is one of the easiest ways to do more with less. As a manufacturer, as a company looking to cut costs around the margins and always looking to gain an edge on your competitors, what role does technology play in giving you that edge? How does saving staff time? How does having more data points across your operations and what you do day to day help you better forecast and better prepare for what's next without having any blinders or having to use multiple different solutions to manage that? And so this is where Business Central allows you to combine all of this into that single solution and allows you to take advantage of a more connected way of operating, giving you and your teams better access and visibility to your metrics, to your KPIs, as well as making it more seamless for departments that maybe don't interact and communicate to be on the same page. How can we use workflows and communication so everyone is working in unison to achieve the same success? And that's all part of Business Central, combining that ERP solution. Now, the Dynamics platform is incredibly scalable beyond just ERP and this single connected solution. And we do that through very specific business applications that are designed to solve specific problems that a business may face. And so this is where the platform not only becomes incredibly interconnected and scalable, but because of these business applications, you're able to deploy solutions designed to solve certain areas of your business without having to commit to an entire platform until you need all of those solutions. And so when we talk about business applications, the most common business applications you'll see in Dynamics are Dynamic Sales, Field Services, Customer Insights Journeys, which is the marketing solution, project operations, and customer service. And so when we talk about solving single problems within these business applications, maybe for something like sales, we're looking to better track and forecast our opportunities and better understand how many conversations does it take from a lead to go from a lead to a customer and from a customer to an ongoing account and source of revenue. Maybe it's our field services team. How are we tracking all of our maintenance orders and how do we manage all of our pieces of equipment? How do we track all of our assets, all of our preventative maintenance? And do we have any people that go on site with any of our customers to provide services? Maybe we need a better way of remotely monitoring and dispatching those resources. Maybe it's about solving a marketing challenge. We want to be able to better segment and communicate to our customers with more personalized and real-time information. Well, how do we do that if we can't segment and track our customers based on certain criteria? Or how can we report on that if we're not able to measure the success of those different marketing programs and attribute where our leads and opportunities are coming from, what our investments are doing from a marketing standpoint that converts into more sales? Maybe it's managing our projects. Hey, we want to better track our analytics of certain projects that we maintain, and we want to be able to better track our progress of those projects. Or maybe it's just solving for customer service. Hey, we have a really outdated ticketing service when a customer has an issue, and we want to better track that so we can have a higher net promoter score and we get better feedback and we're seeing more repeat business from our customers because we're making it easier and more seamless for them to do business with us, and we're having better success tracking and documenting all of this. And all of these solutions, all of these business applications are incredibly configurable to suit your exact needs. So that goes back to that custom approach, leveraging the applications that are most relevant and successful for your business, where it's creating a solution of adding scalable technology through a trusted platform. But all of these solutions are easily manageable across your business and across your needs and success. And then we take it one step further with the entire Power Platform, where the Power Platform combines those out of the box capabilities, those main direct solutions around sales, field services, customer service, and managing your operations, while allowing you to build it through a drag and drop and low and no code solution. And so when we talk about, what that means, it's connecting all of your tools into a more systematic way for reporting and automation. And so Power BI, in my opinion, the most powerful and best tool for aggregating data, creating visual tools of how are we performing? How are we achieving our main goals, and what is a success metric for us as a business? Well, how can we take our sales and our services and our project operations and combine all of those data sources into one dashboard that shows us our progress and our success? Well, Power BI is a great way to do that. Our team can assist in creating and supporting those BI dashboards to get you those insights and that data. Power Automate is an incredibly powerful solution for connecting processes. Something we hear from many of our customers is things just take too many clicks. There's too much manual involvement to move a task from point A to point B to point C. And if we could have more triggers and more recognition of automatically communicating and automatically moving things from one stage to the next, we would be better served in our mission, and we would have an easier time of completing our day-to-day. Well, that's what Power Automate does in creating those connections and in creating an application that's going to move things in a systematic way, reduce your manual process, reduce your duplicate data. Power Apps and Power Virtual Agents can really take all of that to the next level as well, where we can create fully custom applications directly supporting your business, where maybe you have your own quoting process, where we could create a Power App that combines all of your pricing, all of your different part numbers. Somebody comes in, creates a quote, automatically generates it, and now we're off to the races. Or maybe it's a virtual agent where somebody comes to the website and says, hey, I want products X, Y, and Z. Are these things you can help me with? And automatically get that information and be faster to supporting new clients. We want to create all of this in an interconnected way to generate a scalable solution for your business. And so when we talk about a scalable solution, these are additional things that really help separate the Dynamics 365 platform and can really support businesses that are looking to be more agile and looking to support more solutions across their technology. And so what that means is rapid deployment and onboarding. So we want to get our customers up and running with this software in weeks, not months. And so because of the solution, many of these features are available right out of the box and ready to go. With the configuration and the development, we're able to tailor those solutions to your needs a lot faster and start driving business outcomes in less time. Because these solutions are cloud-based, because they can connect hundreds of data sources out of the box, you're able to get all of your information anywhere that you're doing business. And so supporting any remote work, supporting any cross-functional teams that aren't in the same office at the same time, a cloud-based technology that supports mobile applications, that can connect to third-party data sources. You now have your data anywhere and everywhere. And so we're reducing our reliance with on-prem solutions, and we're becoming more dynamic in how we can handle and support our business needs. We've got modular and purpose-built solutions that integrate into a single system and ecosystem. So you can extend the capabilities of your solutions. You can solve very specific business problems as you need to, and you're not investing in solutions that create more tech sprawl. You're not having to manage many different licenses with various renewal dates. You're not having to track different vendors, build individual API connections, and maintain all of this. Investing in a Microsoft solution means that everything is going to work in a connected way because it's all done through Microsoft, and because they have those native connections, where deploying single applications over time actually reduces a lot of that waste and makes it easier for your team to manage all of the pieces of your tech stack without having to overly extend yourself, without having to hire more team members. You're able to more nimbly expand your technology through a connected solution of applications. And then you work with a trusted partner like us who has the expertise and solution to provide business transformation goals. A lot of what you're hearing today is single solution, scalable technology, but we work with our customers in phased approaches to really understand your technology goals, what your mission is, and provide the best way to extract value out of these solutions and the fastest way to support those projects and goals, and the most cost-effective way for your business as well. And so that is all about what is Dynamics, what are these business applications, what can they do for your technology. Now let's change focus a little bit. Talk about certain common business challenges that many of our customers face, many of you may be facing as well, and then how Dynamics can solve for these and some of the benefits that can come from transitioning to these types of solutions. So I'm sure none of this is new to anybody on this call, but let's just talk a little bit about some of the common challenges that businesses face today and how a solution like Dynamics solves for them. So siloed systems is a big one that we hear from a lot of customers, and this doesn't just pertain to people that are using on-prem solutions or solutions that live on specific desktops and computers. But a siloed system can be a cloud-based solution that's not integrated to the rest of your technology, or to a spreadsheet that only one person has access to and maintains, or to data reporting that you have to reinvent the wheel every single time you're looking to create a dashboard or to report on key metrics because they're all being pulled from various sources. When your data is siloed, it can hamper productivity. And teams that are working in multiple systems, or if there are ways that these insights aren't getting communicated to the right people, that can really lead to a lot of lost revenue, right? If we're not knowing that there's an issue that we could solve, or that there are ways to become more productive, well, we're leaving money on the table as a business. And if those details are just being lost in one system or aren't able to be shared and communicated together, what does that mean for the unknown unknowns, right? And siloed systems leave a lot of blind spots to how we can be more productive and more efficient. Siloed systems also create the next problem and challenge we face, which is duplicate data. How many times have people had to transcribe something from a piece of paper into a spreadsheet, into a PowerPoint, into a final presentation? And how much easier and seamless could those tasks be if everything used one shared data system, a single source of truth, where we don't have to enter those pieces multiple times. We don't have to duplicate our results in one system or one document to the next, but everything is more connected and everything is being done in a more systematic way, where we're not having to duplicate our processes. We're not having to do the same thing over and over. And we're in turn reducing our manual processes in time, right? We're reducing how much manual effort and human lift goes into creating a monthly report, goes into reconciling financial statements at the end of the month or the end of the quarter. And how can we streamline those processes that are currently taking a lot of time and taking a lot of effort, where you're spending a lot of staff time on manual processes and on work that, it's not that it's unimportant, but it's low value work for the business. And if that could be more automated and streamlined, how could your team be reallocating those hours into generating more revenue and into focusing on higher value tasks for the business, rather than managing those multiple manual processes or having to do manual transactions or dual entry? And then how do those manual processes, duplicate data, and siloed systems ultimately lead to insufficient and inefficient reporting, right? What are we not able to see in our KPIs? What metrics are we not able to extrapolate data from? And if we had better defined KPIs and better ways of measuring our success, how could that lead to a system of continuous improvement over time? What can we do to increase not only our reporting capabilities, but our reporting efficiencies, to better understand what we're doing day in and day out, how that contributes to our success, and what tweaks we can create along the way that'll better help us achieve our goals and results as a business. And then obviously security is always paramount to all of this, and not that things that are insecure currently, but outdated systems, legacy solutions are often the first place that a hacker would go to try and penetrate. And so when you're investing into more modern solutions and into solutions that are built on very secure systems like Microsoft, you're not only solving business continuity problems, but you're creating a long-term success for how you manage security, how you back up and respond to any disasters as a business, and what the long-term success of your security and data operations look like. And so I'm sure we've discussed a lot of this already, and just leading through some of those pain points and what businesses are facing from a technology standpoint. But the benefits of a solution like Dynamics 365 is eliminating those on-prem servers, maintenance, reducing your reliance on continuously upgrading those solutions and reliance on maintaining that physical infrastructure. You now have the ability to access from anywhere and from any device. And so moving to the cloud creates a better way of supporting remote work, supporting interconnected teams. It's part of the Microsoft stack. So obviously, if you're already using and familiar with these products and applications, we're solving for change management in a lot of these problems. That's one of the most common things we hear from a customer looking at a digital transformation: having to retrain your team, having to get everybody used to a new way of doing things when the old way may have been in place for 5, 10, 20 years. Well, because everything's built on Microsoft, this is a lot of things that are very familiar to your employees. Anybody who's used Microsoft Office, who used Excel, who's used SharePoint, is going to be very familiar with how they would use Microsoft Dynamics, and it's going to provide a very familiar interface and is incredibly user-friendly, helping to solve for that change management. It's going to give you more security, better compliance. The improved productivity is a huge piece of this. Staff is more engaged, they feel more supported because they have modern tools that are making it easier for them to get their job done. Not only does it improve productivity, but there's oftentimes an additional benefit around staff satisfaction of being able to use more modern solutions. They feel more supported, more invested in as an employee. And same with that customization and flexibility. we're not telling you, hey, this is the only way to solve it. We're working collaboratively to solve these challenges in a way that is reflective of your business process, goals, and outcomes. And so that customization and flexibility allows you to still work in your way, in your unique process and characteristics, while still standardizing across different teams and across different functions of the business. And I just want to dive into a few details, not just around how is this successful for customers, but really specific to the manufacturing industry, and tried to pull in some reports from Forrester and from Microsoft to showcase this. And so I'm sure to nobody on this call, this is not anything new, but we're seeing a lot more pressure on manufacturers to provide different services and solutions to their customers, and connecting assets in their products to support some of those changes and digital transformation needs. And so some of this data is from reports in the last few years around how have manufacturers responded to that changing pressure, to these sort of changing dynamics in the industry. Well, we're seeing a huge amount of them are looking at more connected products, more connected assets, and more solutions that are working together. And a huge, overwhelming majority of manufacturers that are looking to increase their investment in their digital transformation, that are seeing the pressures of their industry, the pressures of their client requirements, and seeing the best way to solve that is to invest in more digital solutions to both support more connected and integrated operations internally, but also to support better services and customer-facing engagement through things like AI virtual chatbots, through better service tickets of responding to their client requirements and requests, and better tracking all of those data points for faster resolution, better engagement and communication with their customers. And not only are those investments supporting them and their team members, but here's the power of those investments from an ROI and from a impact to the business. And so this is what we've seen from a Forrester economic impact study. When customers have invested in the Power Platform, this is the impact that adoption has had on their business. We've seen a huge reduction in development cost for those customers, so they're able to solve more problems with business applications without increasing their costs as a business, and with reducing the downtime and getting new solutions implemented. We're seeing within 6 months, companies are already getting a payback on that investment. And so it's not a long time to realize returns, but those returns are continuing to multiply year over year, where after about 3 years of that investment, companies are reporting a return on investment of over 188%. So you can get an immediate payback on the investment in these solutions, while also solving more and more over time, realizing even more investment. And then there's a huge benefit into work hours saved and into streamlined and automated activities where workers are spending less time managing manual processes, less overtime, less overhead and expenses, and being able to do more with less. And that really is the name of the game when it comes to digital transformation, when it comes to ERP and CRM, where if there's a central takeaway that I could have you leave today's webinar with, it would be doing more with less, and how a solution like Microsoft Dynamics, like Business Central, can help you do more with less. And so just providing a few statistics, additional investment around, hey, what does the ROI look like? What are we saving from a reduction in third-party spending? And how are we increasing our productivity by reducing our reliance on manual process, on manual work, by automating more of what we do as a business? And so just to call out some of those success and statistics, right? You can see one company was able to reduce their annual spending on software by 25,000 by reducing their cost of systems. So right there, just is this worth a conversation by saying, hey, can I save money just by going from what I'm doing today to Business Central? Can I achieve certain growth in my projects by having better operations and better ability to track and manage our operations? And what would an increase in staff productivity mean to a business? If our staff is more productive, if we're able to do more without increasing our hiring and without having to invest more and more, but with doing more with less, what does that mean for our team as a business? And so as more companies are looking to reduce tech sprawl, to consolidate their solutions, to work through single partners and single platforms to support their business, Business Central, Microsoft Dynamics, and the Power Platform is one of the best ways to help you do more with less. And so if you're already invested in the Microsoft tech stack, if you're already looking at ways of simplifying how you manage technology and what you're doing, I would say that Dynamics 365 is a great place to start. And we here at TruNorth Dynamics, your partners with Alliance IT, are a great resource to just schedule a call and learn more. And so I just wanted to close with a few final thoughts before questions around how can you reach out to us? How can you get more information on these solutions and technology? There's my email, ericsilverstein@truenorthdynamics.com. I'm available for any questions and resources to support you. And there's even a way to directly schedule a call through my calendar where we can assess if Dynamics 365 is right for your business. What are your goals? What are you looking to achieve? How can we help support that success? And we work with all types of customers. So whether you're using Dynamics today, whether you're looking to replace a legacy system or get off of your on-prem solutions, or you're starting from scratch, we have projects, products, solutions that can help, and we're here to be a guide and an advisor in your technology goals. And so just wanted to turn it over to Kevin for any additional final thoughts that he has before answering any questions.
Appreciate it, Eric. Again, great presentation, a lot of great points there. One thing I like to tag along is, with this integrated into the Microsoft ecosystem, it plays right into one of our baseline security policies, and that's tightening up the Microsoft 365 tenant, whether it's along the lines of the applications or along the lines of Entra ID or Azure. So as a organization goes through and secures that portion of their environment, this fits right in with that. So
yeah, that's a great addition. The permission and security roles work hand in hand with everything you're already doing from a Microsoft security standpoint. And so it's a great way of matching and maintaining security across all aspects of the business. And it's a great way for you to consolidate and support your technology goals. But want to turn things over to the Q&A for any questions that anybody may have about Dynamics 365, about the business applications, about ways we can work together and support your technology. Feel free to go ahead and add those questions into the Q&A. We're happy to address any and all questions you have about what is Dynamics and how can it work for your business. And if there are no questions, that is totally okay as well. what we'll do following today's webinar is share out today's recording to all attendees, so you can have that. And I'll follow up just with some information about who we are, what we can do, and if we're a good fit for any additional conversations. So really appreciate everyone joining today's webinar. I hope this was helpful in understanding what is Dynamics 365, how can it support you and your business, and just some of the ways you can continue to modernize and streamline your operations. Just some of the technology available to support modernizing and strengthening your business.